I want to play Call of the Dead. So you may have some questions like prompt, where have you been since the Call of the Dead record? And why do you have a micro penis? These are great questions. So first things first, we need to change our corpse size to tiny and then change our graphic content to reduced. We do this because we don't want any crawlers, and crawlers are fucking retarded. Anyways, once you've loaded up the map, we're just going to restart until the box spawns at Mule Kick, and then you're just going to spend the first 5 rounds in the spawn room shooting the zombies with the M14. Now it's round 6, and the M14 is now a stinky pile of dog shit, so we're going to be leaving spawn, buying the MPL, and turning on the power at the end of round 6. During the round transition, we will leave the boat and drop down towards Jug, where you will buy the MP40 on the way. Just buy Jug and camp in the hallway. We will be camping at Jug till we have around 10,000 points, but you can leave with a little bit less if the attention span of an iPad kit. Once you have made it to however many points you want and the current round is finished, buy the door up to the box, buy Mule Kick, and start hitting the box. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's not that simple. We need to talk about first boxes. Okay, so make sure to keep your starter pistol when you're hitting the box. While hitting the box, we're looking for 3 things: the scavenger, the ray gun, the mature shaka, the mature. If you get any combination of 2 of these weapons before the Mule Kick box moves, stop hitting the box. Even though you don't have all 3 items, this is what us elitist high round players call a first box, and you'll be playing with these weapons till about round 70 or so. First boxes are nice because they remove the fire sales from your drop cycle, which is beneficial because the fire sale is straight ass cheeks. You ultimately don't get a first box, you will have to watch where the box moves to. If you care about playing fast, you will have to restart if the box moves to PhD, Lighthouse, or Stamina. If you don't care about playing fast, you only have to reset if the box moves to spam. Follow the box route until you get the scav, ray gun, and the dolls, or until the box moves to a shitty spot. Next up, the door setup. If you're a slow-ass motherfucker, you need to keep the following doors closed: the boat debris from spawn to PhD, the door from Lighthouse to Stamina, the door from 2nd floor Lighthouse to PhD, and the debris from 2nd floor Lighthouse to 3rd floor Lighthouse. However, if you aren't a little bitch, you will need to keep all of these doors closed, plus the door that leads from beach to PhD. Now for perks. If you still don't give a shit about playing fast, then you can buy Jug, Mule, Quick Revive, and PhD Flopper. If you do want to play fast, you will buy all the same perks except you will get double tap instead of PhD. This will mean you will have to get PhD from killing George along with the other perks. It's a bit annoying, but just suck it up and deal with it. The last thing your goofy ass needs to worry about before you are fully set up is this silly guy. There's only one good spot for it to go when you are setting up, and that is in spawn. After a couple sentries, Pack-a-Punch should come to spawn, and then you can just run on down there during a round transition and upgrade all of your stuff. The last thing I'm going to cover in this video is this bitch. George on solo has 250,000 health. After he is killed, George will leave the map for one full round. This means that he will be gunned for the rest of the current round and the entirety of the next round. When George is killed, he drops a death machine and a perk bottle. However, if you've done the Easter egg on this map, then you will get a waft power-up instead, which is good. So please, for the love of God, do the Easter egg. If I see one more person that gets a death machine from George, I will personally get it. The next thing to cover with George is shock resistance. Shock resistance is a goofy little bug that allows you to become completely immune to George's shock slams. Shock resistance is gotten by meleeing an electrocuted zombie on an insta-kill. Because you will likely get an insta-kill while you're in the spawn room and George is always nearby, shock resistance is usually gotten in the first 5 rounds of the game. The last George mechanic is complicated, but also very important to understand, and that is George maxes. Every 4 to 5 rounds, George will imbue an electrified zombie with a max ammo drop. This max ammo is completely separate from your drop cycle, and it is guaranteed to drop for one of the first 20 electrified zombies killed. The percent chance for the electrified zombie to drop the George max starts at 10% when you kill the first electrified zombie, and increases by 5% for each zombie killed until it is at 100% chance. If a zombie is electrified and is going to drop the George Max, there is no way to prevent him from dropping it. Even if the zombie dies in a way that normally wouldn't give drops, such as from despawning or being killed by the scavenger, they will drop the George Max. However, if you kill Mr. G. Diddy before he electrocutes enough zombies to get the max, then he will be able to give you a George Max when he next spawns in and electrocute zombies. Hopefully you now understand how George Maxes work, and if you don't, well, womp womp.
Hello, feller. I almost just said the N-word.